Looks like there's wood in that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is.
I think so.
Has the steel caisson finally reached its target and located the mysterious wooden structure Rick Lagina and Craig Tester discovered 2 years ago?
When that hammer grab gets past the casing, all eyes are on that target. I think everybody's going, oh my goodness, because you can see the wood coming off of it.
There it is. It's right there.
I'll be damned. Look at that. Wood.
We got wood.
Or wood.
It's within a foot of where we believed it to be, where the historical record says it should be, and there's wood.
Okay, so the wood is right on schedule. Did anybody doubt it?
Never for a minute.
Yes, it's exciting, but I want to be absolutely certain we've hit the vault. I'm positive at this point we've hit what we cored. Whatever that is, we're about to find out if it's the vault or not.
Okay, let's dig.
Wait, we want to keep digging now?
Yes, we found it. Let's dig it up.
Well, we have to be very careful at this point.
No, we don't. We need that thing back in the hole. Rick, it's already been breached. We know it's been breached with drill holes several times.
I know
We're not going to wreck anything. It's been breached.
At this point, I'd like an all-stop moment because I do not want to blow into this thing. I believe in my heart of hearts that there's something that is very significant historically and archaeologically, and I think we need to take a deep breath, a long, deep breath.
It's all elementary is my point. I'm not expecting to enter like a nice, pristine cave. Are you? Yeah, I don't want to be a smart ass.
You need clarity. Right now, we don't have clarity. We need to proceed slowly.
Well, let's just quit then.
Right now, we fall into two camps. Should we aggressively excavate this thing, or shall we try and be less invasive? And it bears saying this is hideously expensive. We have a lot of equipment and people, and they need to get paid whether they're running or not. That's the rub.
What do you think? What do you need to say, I'll stop, or go to a different method?
I think if you have some definitive proof that you're sitting on cement.
I don't think we got that.
There's never been a better time to keep digging than right now.
You say.
That's your call. So.
After making a discovery that they hope will help solve the Oak Island mystery, brothers Rick and Marty Lagina now find themselves at a crossroads. Should they use the giant hammer grab to lift up whatever lies within the wooden box? Or should they wait and explore the area more cautiously so that the possible contents of the box might remain intact?
What would you do? You know the historical context. You know how important this is. You know, you have a sense.
Been breached before, though. You need to know that.
By an inch and a
There's
quarter.
no way there's an intact vault there.
I would suggest that we push on it first before we keep cutting and see what it does, see if it gives us that resistance. And if it does, then we know we need to look at other options of excavating out or, protecting it. That's you guys make that call.
Many people disagree sometimes, and Rick has a long history of disagreeing with me. But I learned a long time ago that what Rick said is wise, is smart, and that is to stop. Don't worry about the expenses for a little bit. Take a deep breath and think. If you have to walk off and be by yourself, or with our group in our case, and think it through, that's just smart.
My angst comes from where it has always come from, that I think something amazing happened here and that I don't want to just brute force it. The wonderful thing is that we have, obviously, several options. That's where I'm at.
We could think about it, so.
Okay, so I say we go and kick this around.
Yes?
Yeah.
So let's go back and talk about it.
Okay.
Let's be done.
All right. I'm happy with that decision.
It's an emotional roller coaster, and I try not to let myself ride it, but we do ride it because we're just humans.
What we got here, Terry? All in situ, undisturbed, down to 89 feet. Yeah.
Geologist Terry Matheson has joined Dave Blankenship at the Money Pit. where they are supervising the drilling operation at the borehole known as F-14. They are hoping to find evidence of a horizontal tunnel, which was constructed in 1805 for the purpose of connecting Shaft 2 to the original money pit.
Hey, Brennan, how you doing?
Good. Hey, Dave.
Hello.
So what are we at, 89 right now, right? It looks the same?
89 feet. Yeah, 99 to 105 is where we hope to break out into the tunnel.
Okay.
Using a 30-ton sonic drilling rig, which generates powerful vibrations to pulverize earth and other obstacles, the team will extract core samples at intervals of 10 feet. The spoils will then be collected into plastic sleeves to be carefully searched for any evidence of the man-made tunnel.
99 to 105.
Okay, gentlemen, turn that down here, Mike. Thank you. This could be it. What do you think, Mike?
I want to see
Anything, anything of interest in here?
Felt like I punched through it, and then there was like a void.
Let's operate. This is where the rubber meets the road. I'll tell you what, boys and girls,
Right there.
check that out.
That's the floor.
That's the floor, or it could be the ceiling. Push directly to the top. We just drilled here and hit the tunnel, gentlemen.
The ceiling of a tunnel found at a depth of some 100 feet? Could the team have found the searcher shaft? The one that could lead directly to the actual money pit?
This is going to be good for Rick. Rick's going to love to hear about this.
Did I hear we had something interesting going on?
Yes.
Look, look who's here.
Okay,
Hey, Rick.
let me guess. I see a lot of smiles.
Morale is definitely high.
Right here?
Feast your eyes.
We're at 98 and a half to basically 10-foot run here.
Pretty good chunks of beam.
Pretty good chunks of beam.
Truth be known, all we know is that a tunnel came out towards the west of the money pit. We don't know what the dimensions were on that tunnel.
That's great. It's a win. This is definitive, you know?
It's huge.
Everything else, minor wins, right? We're highly interpretive, highly subjective, highly somewhat suspicious because of all the work that has been done. You guys narrowed in on the shaft, figured out the orientation, came off. What you have to do now, though, is find the direction of the tunnel. Without that, the importance of this find is somewhat limited.
Yeah.
What's the next proposed hole?
F-15. Yeah. It's still in line with where this should run. We came out between our two hits.
We know definitively we located Shaft 2. So if we find the orientation of the Shaft 2 tunnel, we should be very, very close to the original money pit. That's huge. That's the holy grail of Oak Island. Where's the original money pit?
So there's still a lot of puzzle pieces yet to fit together, but puzzle pieces are getting bigger, the picture's getting smaller. It just ramps up the interest.
Absolutely.
And the hope. Maybe, just maybe, this is the year.
It is the beginning of an exciting new day on Oak Island. Rick Lagina, Dave Blankenship, Charles Barkhouse, and Doug Kroll head to the money pit site.
If this is a tunnel, and we confirm it with today's drilling, first thing I want to do is run a tape. Where's the money pit?
They are eager to continue progress of their core drilling operation in search of a centuries-old searcher tunnel, which they believe will lead them directly to the original Oak Island treasure shaft.
We do have some data to work with. If we can confirm a tunnel, we know that shaft 6 has to be at the end of that tunnel.
And then we might be onto something.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's wood.
That's the edge of your timber.
4 weeks ago, while drilling at a depth of 109 feet, the Oak Island team discovered evidence of wood timbers, which they believed to be part of the Shaft 6 tunnel, whose location has been lost for over 100 years.
It is Shaft 6. Been long sought.
Since then, the team has drilled 2 more exploratory boreholes targeting the shaft, in the hopes of pinpointing the tunnel's exact position underground.
There's a piece of wood. We must have clipped the edge, just the edge of a tunnel.
6. That's it. 6. There's Brenton. Mike and Adam are on the rig. Let's see how far they are. Yes.
Working with a team from Choice Drilling, it is Rick Lagina's hope that their 4th hole, K5.5, will also intersect the long-lost Searcher Tunnel, allowing them to accurately map the direction of the original money pit and possibly find a massive debris field of treasure.
Morning, guys.
Morning. How are you?
Good.
Okay, so where are we?
We are at 68 right now. Just came out of the ground.
Using a process known as sonic drilling, which employs a high-frequency sound to pulverize through earth and other obstacles, a specialized coring barrel will extract samples in intervals of up to 10 feet. These core samples will then be carefully sifted by hand for not only evidence of the tunnel, but also any artifacts or possible treasure they might contain.
As long as we get into in situ material before 104.
Hold the phone, boys.
That looked like wood there now.
We got wood.
If this comes up with all wood, it's the long sought for, long elusive 6.
Right.
Well, here you go.
Well, you got wood.
Where are we here?
So this wood's somewhere between 118 and 124.
You wanted wood, now we got wood. It's a little bit deeper than what it's supposed to be, but we got wood.
It's 5 feet approximately.
5 feet of wood, found at the same depth as shaft 6 and deeper? Could this wood be evidence of the money pit's collapse in 1861? And if so, has the team located not only shaft 6, but also a portion of the suspected debris field?
The money pit collapsed in 1861, and a whole bunch of wood sort of went missing. So one plausible theory is we're seeing that collapse. We're in the collapse zone.
Are we on the extreme edge of the money pit? I don't know, but at some point, you release the hounds, right? It's time to dig.
I think it strongly advocates for smaller cans at multiple locations. This is as good as it can get.
Yeah. Count this as a win today, I think.
Hey, Billy.
Hey.
Good day.
Rick and Alex Lagina, along with metal detection expert Gary Drayton, joined Billy Gerhardt at the south shore of the swamp.
We're going to do a dig past the stone road to see the extent of it. It's something you've always wanted to do.
Now that some 3 million gallons of brackish water have been pumped out of the bog, they are eager to once again investigate the stone road.
I'm hopeful we'll be finding all kinds of good stuff.
And where are you going to put all the artifacts?
In the back of my car. I'll start scraping some gravel off.
As Billy carefully digs, Gary Drayton
You want this one?
Yep.
will scan the spoils for any important clues or evidence of valuables.
We may find a feature or features under the swamp road that may indicate why the stone road was constructed. I'd like to know every last bit of information that the swamp can give us, and hopefully that information goes towards the greater goal of solving the mystery.
Wait a minute. Oh. What is that? See it? Right there.
There it is. I see it, Billy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Rick Lagina and members of the team have just made a curious discovery.
It looks like a dowel.
Yep. When I saw it, you know what it reminded me of? The dowels in the U-shaped structure.
Yeah.
It's just about how big they were.
Yeah, they were huge.
There's a log right there.
Here's a peg right here.
Is it?
The thing.
In 2018, Rick, Marty, and the team unearthed a mysterious feature at Smith's Cove that was originally discovered by Dan Blankenship in 1971.
You got a Roman numeral?
Yeah.
If it is, it's a 7, V11.
A nearly 65-foot-long U-shaped wooden structure that was believed to be associated with the flood tunnels connected to the money pit. It not only featured large wooden dowels, but was also engraved with a unique style of Roman numerals.
It looks like VIII.
Roman numerals that also match those found on an ancient musket artifact that was discovered 6 weeks ago in the circular depression on Lot 5.
Here, there's some, like it was cut.
Yeah.
Just put it aside, we'll wash it.
Is it possible the Oak Island team has found evidence of a related wooden structure near the stone road in the swamp? If so, could it be a critical piece of evidence that might help complete the Oak Island puzzle?
Hopefully there's more.
We'll bag this up.
Yeah.
The U-shaped structure is one of the most mysterious things we found on the island. Finding another wooden construction using the same technique here in the swamp speaks to the extent of the works on Oak Island.
Nope, not getting any hits.
Nothing.
How much deeper before we get to the level of the stone road?
I'd say it's another foot.
Yeah. But we're certainly coming into zone that we start to look for it more and more, yeah.
Okay, let's keep digging.
All right.
Okay, I'll get out of the way.
All right, let's get stuck in. Got a signal. Got a signal, Billy. Let me see if I can pinpoint it.
Sounds pretty close.
Yeah. Here we go. Yep. What have we got here?
What is that?
That is some kind of chain?
Yeah.
Rick Lagina and members of the Oak Island team have just made a potentially important discovery.
That has potential to be old, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looks old. You can see it looks like it's hand forged.
Yeah.
My guess is pre-1840s.
Oh, wow.
What's the big piece on the end?
Could be a hook.
Yeah, either a hook or just a big link.
Yeah.
And you'd need a chain like this for, hopefully, unloading.
Right.
Not going to say loading, unloading, because we are looking for treasure.
I like it.
A hand-forged iron chain found near the potentially 500-year-old stone road? Could Gary be correct that it may have been used to unload valuable cargo from a ship and onto Oak Island long ago?
Okay, mate, I'll recheck the pile, see if we get any more finds.
Okay.
We have got something else in here. Oh, look at that, a hook. We got a hook. That looks like an oldie. That's like a crude hook.
We hope that Emma can say how old that is.
Yep, and so this might be a sign of great things to come, because whatever they was all in this chain broke, and it might still be in the dig.
Let's keep our fingers crossed and keep looking.
Okay, mate.
We found some really good artifacts that speaks to moving some very heavy things in this area. And it also speaks to the amount of work that was being done in the island.